Alright TM Nation, what you're looking at is a pair of the Elevoc Clear true wireless earbuds. This was my first pickup from the company, and on paper, they look like a pretty solid pair of all-around earbuds. You're getting Bluetooth 5.0, up to 30 hours worth of use when you throw the charging case into the mix. These also deliver very good call quality with the environmental noise cancelling technology, and they also feature active noise cancelling as well. But all of that being said, guys, I always give you the good and the not so good in my videos, and in this one I will tell you exactly how they have performed for me so far, and I will also touch on some of the missing features that you do not get with these earbuds so that you can make a more informed buying decision. Starting with the unboxing experience, it's pretty straightforward. Inside you get your user manual, a USB Type-C cable for charging, 6 sets of different sized ear tips so you can see which ones fit in your ears the best, and last but certainly not least, your earbuds and the charging case. Taking a look at the design of the case, the design for me is fine. It does feel sturdy in the hands, and it has a rubberized type finish that does a pretty good job of not attracting fingerprints. Overall, there isn't too much going on the outside of the case besides your Elevoc branding in the front, along with your USB Type-C charging port on the bottom. Also on the bottom is where you'll find your 4 LED indicator lights to display the case's charging status, and the button that you can press at any time to trigger them. Battery life wise, as I mentioned earlier, you can get up to 30 hours with the earbuds when you factor in the extra charges that the case provides. But with the earbuds, you can expect to get about 6 hours or so on a single charge without using ANC. Using ANC and maintaining a volume level of between 50 and 75% most of the time, I was able to get about 4 hours and 38 minutes with the earbuds. No, those numbers are not record breaking, but they're not terrible at the same time, and charging the earbuds from completely dead will take you about an hour and a half to complete, as these do not have a quick charge feature. Moving on to the design of the earbuds, they do have the stems as you can see, but they're not too long or too short in my opinion. For me, they're pretty much the perfect size to put them in and take them out of my ears pretty easily. For the form factor, they aren't mini earbuds, but they aren't overly large or overly heavy in my ears. If being discreet is your thing, these earbuds are gonna stick out some depending on the overall curvature of your face. Somebody walking either directly towards you or coming up behind you will likely be able to see them just slightly, but other than that, they shouldn't be crazy noticeable. As far as the comfort, I've worn these for a couple of hours at a time without any ear fatigue, discomfort, or anything of that nature. And I also did use these for exercise, guys, and I was surprised at how well they stayed in place even when I became sweaty. Even though the design of these earbuds doesn't have any ear hooks or wings, they do have these little indentations in them that help keep them planted up against your ears. I was able to use them while jumping rope, while on the elliptical, and jogging without any issues whatsoever. I did have to reposition them maybe once or twice, but again, they did a really good job in my opinion of staying in place, especially for a pair of earbuds that does not have any ear hooks or ear wings. They also did not malfunction while being wet. They do have an IP54 dust and water resistance rating, so splashes of water and sweat will not harm them, or if you find yourself caught out in the rain, they'll be okay. Touching on the ANC performance with these earbuds, in my opinion, they did a good job of reducing some of the sounds going on around me. I did my normal ANC testing with these by taking them outside in the evening time while a lot of the neighborhood kids were outside playing. Sounds such as cars passing by, humming, light talking, and buzzing type noises became almost non-existent. They were not able to block out louder screams, car exhausts, and sounds of that nature, but for everything else, like I said, I think they did a respectable job. If I had to estimate, I would say they reduced about 60 to 75% of my ambient noise. Concerning the amount of sound leakage that you'll get with these earbuds, they do leak some sound like most true wireless earbuds, but it's not that bad because they do get adequately loud. But I did do my leakage test so that you guys can judge for yourselves. Let's check it out. As far as the connection, guys, like I said earlier, these are rocking Bluetooth 5.0, and so far I haven't had any issues with any noticeable lag on my iPhone 13 Pro or my Galaxy Z Flip 3. I've watched quite a few YouTube videos, some Amazon Prime movies, and I also did play some Call of Duty Mobile, and everything seemed to be pretty synced up. Now moving on to an area where these are lacking a little bit in my opinion, that's in the playback controls. They're executed by touch, and so far they've been really responsive. I haven't had any issues with them picking up my feedback. But one thing that I'm not that big of a fan of is the fact that you do not have volume controls. You can control your tracks, your calls, and your voice assistant, but when it comes to volume, you're gonna have to control that from your device. But it is worth noting that these do have wear detection, so when you take one or both of the earbuds out of your ears, they will pause, and when you replace them, they will resume. So now that I've covered the specs and the features, let me touch on how these have performed for me so far, sound quality wise. The sound signature that you get with these earbuds is relatively balanced, with a slight nod to the bass and the mids. The vocals and the sub bass come through great with these earbuds, and they do provide a nice level of treble at the same time. But at times I have noticed with these earbuds that depending on what I'm listening to, the treble can take a back seat to the vocals, and the way that the bass thumps with these can sometimes make you lose some of that high-end clarity. And another thing with these earbuds is that you want to avoid maxing them out in terms of the volume. The sweet spot here is going to be between 50 and 75%. Anything above that is where these are going to become overly harsh and where you're going to get some distortion. But taking all of that into consideration, guys, as long as you stay within those parameters, these earbuds should be more than adequate for most people. I have been able to use them for some movies, some music of course, some podcasts, and YouTube, and I've enjoyed all of it. Now, one area where these earbuds are extremely impressive is in the call quality. Each earbud has a total of 3 mics in it and 1 voice accelerometer. And not only that, these earbuds also use environmental noise canceling technology to focus on capturing your speech while getting rid of some of the ambient noise going on around you. But as always, I did take a sample for you guys to judge for yourselves. Let's check it out. Alright guys, so right now I have the earbuds paired to my iPhone 13 Pro. As you can see, the audio that you're hearing is coming directly from the microphones on the earbuds. Now I do currently have my dehumidifier on. It's about 5 or so feet away from me and I can hear it clearly, but I'm going to upload this and see how well the mics on these earbuds cancel that noise out. Okay guys, so I still have the earbuds paired to my iPhone 13 Pro, and you can't see my speakers because they're just out of frame, but right now they're playing crowd noise to give you guys a good idea of how these earbuds will cancel out that type of noise. Okay guys, so I still have the earbuds paired to my iPhone 13 Pro, and you can't see my speakers because they're just out of frame, but right now they're playing crowd noise to give you guys a good idea of how these earbuds will cancel out that type of noise. All in all, fam, if you like earbuds with the stems coming down, then these are a solid all-around pair, especially for those that make a lot of voice calls. Price-wise, these are on Indiegogo right now for $69.99, but once they come out and drop, they're gonna have a retail price of about $120. At $120, I would say there are other options out there that will give you wireless charging with the case, a companion app, and quick charging. But as I mentioned earlier, one area where these are at the top of the food chain in terms of earbuds that I own is in the call quality. That's gonna be the main selling point for these earbuds because the other specs are respectable to good, but the call quality is pretty much undeniable. Before you get on out of here, if you rock with the channel and your boy Tech Mo, hit that subscribe button and knock that notification bell out so you won't miss any of my uploads. Welcome to TM Nation. Peace.